through some of the stuff they already have. Alright, so today we're going to be checking out a game that's coming out in 2 days called Campus Life. This is by the same publisher as House Flipper, among other games. This is early access. It's kind of coming like way under the radar. I have seen next to nothing from it for marketing. I literally only became aware of it because of Daredrop. Now, for the first things I've noticed, booting this game up for the first time, I did not change any sound settings. Nothing has been changed in sound settings. I have looked at the settings, but if you look at the sound settings, they actually did do some equalizing of the volume themselves. I'm sure we'll have to adjust stuff, but I was honestly very impressed that I didn't show up to the game and have every one of these blasted at 100%, destroying my eardrums. It is interesting to me that they kept the master volume maxed out and then adjusted all these down, which is fine, but there's that. But yeah, so I did change the clock from 12-hour to 24-hour. I haven't changed anything else here, but they've got like hints, crowding, camera stabilization, which I don't really know what that means in this context, but okay. We have your typical graphic stuff, nothing really to say there. Nothing really to say about this. You can disable bloom and all that and the ambient occlusion, which is good. These cause motion sickness for some people. So, you know, that's kind of a good thing to have accessibility-wise. And then controls are controls. So generally we got some decent stuff there for accessibility, so that's good news. Now granted, a lack of accessibility settings in itself isn't a problem. You can develop games where they don't need them. Another thing that stood out to me is most of the time when you have early access games, they'll have somewhere in a little corner like a bug icon or something like that.
Thank you SCH0IE for subscribing for 4 months.
And thank you, Shuey, for the tier 1 sub. I really do appreciate that. And that's 4 months you've been subbed to the channel, so thank you so much for that continued support. Hope you enjoy your advertisement-free viewing as well as access to the emotes. This one did a little different, because yeah, like I was saying, you'd normally have a little bug thing in the corner or whatever that you'd click on. It would usually either pull up a browser page outside of the vid or like whatever screen in the game, where it'd be like, give me a description of what's going on and the text. And so giving feedback was already thing. You're already playing Borderlands 4 for testing, and you're not impressed. Yeah, I played just not even an hour off stream just to make sure it ran well, because there's been all the performance concerns with Borderlands 4. And for me personally, like, it ran fine. I can't tell you anything about the story or the humor, because literally I just skipped through it all, so I would see the scenes the first time on stream if we do play it on stream. And it seemed fine. Like, there wasn't anything that made me go, oh, this is the next greatest game, or, oh, like, I'm super underwhelmed. It was like, okay, it ran fine. I wasn't dealing with performance issues that a lot of people have been reporting. But I didn't see anything that like really went, because I didn't even gain a full level. I like literally sit there. Let's see, only fair. Been stuck at a hotel with work for the last 5 days, so binge watching your RimWorld VODs. Gotcha. Well, it's appreciated. But yeah, so this one, like I was saying, they actually did a lot better in that, okay, here's the things we have. What would you like to give us a report on? Oh, the tutorial. I can click on tutorial. What you can't see is outside a browser tab just open and be like, how would you rate the clarity of the tutorial? Would you say the tutorial told you everything about the base of the games? What were things that caused you to get confused? What are things that could have been done differently regarding? You get the idea. Your typical survey. So we do appreciate that they actually took the time for, like, me as a person trying to give feedback, that they've got a bunch of stuff here where I can give them feedback on a specific thing without having to, like, type out the 30 pages being like, when I open the tutorial, yet it's like, I can just click there and I can go and be like, hey, I was in the tutorial, that's the part that got stuck. So that to me makes my dev head happy, because having one general big pool to just dump everything in and then sift through usually results in way slower and less effective figuring things out. Now, that said, let's get into the game. I should say that this is a slice of life style game, and from what I've been able to get from the information about it, you're on campus, you can get expelled, because I did see one of the dare drops was to not pay your tuition until they expel you. So clearly that's a mechanic. And the assumption is I need to keep my grades up or something. I don't know. So we're going to make a new profile. I also have no idea how much story this has. Okay. So that's certainly an interesting character model. Because, like, weirdly we have a vaguely adult head on a minified body. So it's sort of chibi, but semi-realistic chibi. I'm not sure how I feel about that. We'll figure that out when we get there. So we can have curvy, slim, or athletic. So basically, have a bigger stomach, have bigger shoulders and thighs. Okay. Yeah, bobblehead proportion. Right, so it's like going back to like, oh man, I'm gonna age myself. Was it NBA All-Stars or whatever back in the day where they first introduced the big head mode? It feels like sort of a big head mode. And I get the idea for NBA Jam, that's the one. But yeah, and one of the benefits of doing that is they do have more canvas to work to show, you know, emotes. I also noticed you can actually adjust all this. I'm pretty sure we can make this utterly cursed. Excellent. I'm going to leave that alone for right now. You got your eyebrows. We can change their color. I'm guessing... the body type is supposed to be feminine and masculine. Yeah, I guess. It doesn't stand out super far. So I think that's actually okay that doesn't stand out much, because then it's easier to just kind of decide what it can be, whatever you want. Do we have some like truly tired eyes? Well, this one looks like we're right about to cry. Aw. Definitely her character looks like they're one insult sad. You remember, chat, this game was originally called Millennials. Yeah, so I think that was the working title. Like, I don't think that was meant to be displayed publicly. That's the working title they had on Steam, was Millennials. Sure, whatever. I don't want to spend forever on character creator. Alright, Basette, you take it easy. Oh no. I'm gonna avoid going super cursed. If we end up like really liking this game and then decide we're gonna like just keep going with this in the future, we can see how cursed we can go with it. Oh, let's make the character. Oh, that's skin color still. Oh, I wonder where I set the hair color. Maybe under there. Not really much in the way of cuts I would think of as being... That's fine. We'll just leave it with that. Oh, good! Can we have frosted tips? Really lean into like the millennial stuff. Oh yeah, there we go. It's weird that I can't choose the different colors. Again, early access things. But yeah, so we can give ourselves some frosted tips. That means I have to go back to the haircut. Aw, tell me we can do frosted tips on that. Oh, wait, you have entirely different colors for the different hairstyles? Okay, that's certainly a choice. They need a more spiky hair so we can do properly frosted tips. Because we're gonna live our best millennial life. I'm noticing the texture here is not quite right and reaching solidly down the neck. Because that's clearly a polygon there. So the neck beard is becoming a bit more literal on this one. That is a very neck beard. I forgot I made your eyebrows purple. How do I even go back to that? There, fine. Okay, so clothes. That's certainly a choice to show up with. Did we go with athletic? Oh, I didn't realize I switched to athletic. I was about to say, like, man, our dude, like, you know, this would be what you'd stereotypically be like, that's the nerd outfit or whatever. But this would be like the gym nerd, I guess. Okay, so you have full body clothing. Alright, that's certainly... Okay, that's way more... Yeah, the Chad nerd. This is far more student toned. Being in Florida, seeing half of these outfits, I'd be like, oh man, you'd sweat to death. Also surprised that it can't change the colors on these as well. You see the skirts in the next tab? Yeah, so we got like long pants, we got gym shorts of various types, all above knee. So if they're like millennials, nah. For the dudes, gotta be board shorts. Got our jeans, that we got, there we go. That's appropriate for the time frame. Your cargo pants with the below the knee cargo bag pockets. And then we've got all your skirts. We got our PJ pants, our gym pants. Definitely the cargo long pants. That's legit, that's something I would have worn. And I have done stuff like this before, where, you know, you got not full-on suit, but you like a little bit dressier on the top. Not that. A little bit dressier on the top and then the cargo pants, because man, pockets are too good to give up. I want brighter colors. Like I want so, like this one's fine. I want this but more options. Give me like, you know, you got the teal there, you got the pink. Give me some orange. Give me a red, like I mean, I guess that is a red. Give me like blues and greens and all that. It's early access, we can forgive that. Sure. So where's barefoot? Not available. We got various tennis shoes. Got full-on boots. Kind of dress shoes. High tops and all that. There, we're gonna use our shoes this vote. Is there a randomize option? I do not see a randomize. I see a reset to default, but not a randomize. Okay, so we can just wear our cap right away from the beginning and just assume graduation. We can wear a sombrero everywhere. Oh man, you could do some truly cursed things. Yeah, but then they can't see our frosted tips. So, you distinctly show a picture here with earrings going all up through the upper part of the ear, and none of those are options. Come on, man. I wore glasses in college, so we're wearing glasses. Are those chokers? I can't really make out if that's supposed to be a normal necklace or like a choker. Because if it's a necklace, it needs to be down more. If it's a choker, it needs to be narrower. I'm assuming that's if we chose curvy, it fits correctly, yeah. So that's going to be a thing they'll have to do, is add like 2 or 3 variations of this to fit the different builds. Sure. Oh, and it doesn't even work with athletic, it clips through. Yeah, so that's just one they gotta fix. Early access. That's normal. Oh yeah, we absolutely have to have a watch. This is college. Oh, I thought that was a ring, not a bangle. Okay. Yeah, I could have done something like that and like the leather straps or that's fine, we'll put that on. Okay. 2 watches. I've known people who've done that. Oh wait, there was more. I missed stuff. Yeah, so you could watch it up in both hands. Okay, so there's makeup. That's fair. That's like all your eyeshadow and all that. For everything here, having like the super high res flower tattoo on everything else being a lot more cartoony is an interesting thing. We got the little stars underneath there. Not sure what that's supposed to be. The random Japanese letters, which probably says stupid American consumer on it. We won't be able to see any of those tattoos. Does it say soup? I have no idea. Yeah, because we're wearing all that, we're totally covered, so all the tattoos won't matter. Okay, so back onto it. I am noticing I can't actually drag the camera up and down, so it gets weird on where it's looking. Have 38 watches, 1 for each time zone. I think there's more than 38 time zones, but I could be wrong. Welcome to Penn Brew University Recruitment Survey. Remember, there are no wrong answers, just wrong questions. Okay, names are hard, chat. Hey, that's so funny. The old thing. Look, it's like you, but with an enormous head. Rual of Storge. I'll just do that. I know that's a lazy one versus a creative one, but I'm drawing a blank. Tell us about your childhood dreams. What did you want to become as an adult? Oh, I see. We're just gonna go ahead and open up with existential crises. I understand. As a child, I dreamed of becoming a firefighter. I was deeply impressed by their strength and courage, how they bravely entered dangerous situations to help people in need. I wanted to become an astronaut. I imagined myself making scientific discoveries on a space station, uncovering the truths of our universe, boldly going where no one has gone before. I wanted to become an artist, like a renowned painter pouring endless passions onto the canvas, to shine like a movie star, receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award, like a writer crafting cult classic. I wanted to be rich, and I really didn't care how. So for me, it actually falls between these two. I was definitely someone who, in a lot of my hobbies, was very much oriented towards the art, but then an aptitude. I mean, I'd say an aptitude for both, but in like a lot of the extracurricular stuff ended up being a lot more into the sciences, like robotics and all that. We'll go with science. Tell us about your school experience. Did you learn something exciting outside of the curriculum that you would like to share with us? You looked it up first, and that's what the website you found said. Oh, 38? I mean, maybe. Let's see. One important lesson I learned in school was the value of having friends to inspire and support. Early on, I realized the ultimate goal of education is to put in the hard work now so that you can sweat less later. I am so sorry you thought that was true. I am so sorry. The level of disappointment you are going to have when you get out of college thinking you made your life just hands down easier by going is going to be heartbreaking. I still think it was worth doing and all that, but it is going to help you in your career, but making it easier and less sweaty? Nah, that's not a thing. While academic knowledge is valuable, nothing compares to the marvel of human performance and perseverance. These all suck. I'm gonna go with the friends. Easier because money? Sure, maybe. Easier, not really. It needs more cynical answers. Yeah, I don't know what the tone of the game is gonna be. It could be a generally trying to be positive game. Where's the I'm here for the paper and nothing else? I know, right? It's like, why are you in college? It's like, look, man, I gotta get my piece of paper so that when I apply to jobs, they don't say no before even reading my application. Imagine yourself designing a house. How would you approach the endeavor? Realize I'm in over my depth, go into a anxiety attack, panic some more, look up some YouTube videos on it, realize they're also in over their depths, and hire someone else to do it. Or I would start dividing the project into multiple smaller tasks that tackle one each individually. It's essentially to sit down, carefully think about to hell with that last one. This one survives until the first thing goes wrong. You get 2 inches deep, and then you find a big rock, and this entire thing just goes in the dumpster. The blueprint is finalized. You address your construction crew. What are your words? Why am I the one designing the house and being the foreman? Roll up your sleeves and get to work. The most important thing is to get going. We'll handle the problems as they emerge. Think before you act. When there's time, then there's no need to rush and make errors. The second one, which weirdly feels counter to that first one, but there's a difference between planning an entire thing start to finish and being like, yo, work smarter, not harder. Construction deadline is fast approaching. What would you consider the best approach to avoiding delays? Split the teams to encourage a bit of competition to drive better results. That leads to sabotage. Cooperation is key. The best results will come with effective division of labor and working together as a cohesive team. So both of these are telling us... Never mind, it's fine. But yeah, competition on the same project, that can lead to bad stuff. You got to be careful about it. Not that it's always bad, but you got to be careful about that. Because there's two ways to win a competition. One is to perform better. Two is to make the other person perform worse. How would you describe yourself in the next 5 years? Where's the existential crisis option? I am strong in both body and mind. My employers view me as a role model to follow for my coworkers to follow. I'm an intelligent and inquisitive, capable of navigating the increasing complexities of life. I am creative in the arts and innovative in my approach. My brush is swift and my vision is clear. Second one. Why would anyone try to be better if they all got paid the same? Yes. So this one reads me as suck up. This one is totally fine. This one's also fine, but this one to me I'm like, oh yeah, that's a yes person. How would you briefly describe your educational plans to the institutional? I want my paper. I want my paper. Where's my paper? Give me my paper. Plan to build strong connection and make new friends through networking with future colleagues. I aim to excel academically, striving to be at the top of my class in my favorite subjects. I intend to take the full advantage of internship opportunities to gain practical experience. So, real life me would have done that, but there'd be a lot of this going on as well. This doesn't matter. Both as a former college instructor and a student, this is irrelevant. The only jobs out there who are going to ask what your GPA was are jobs related to academia. So you can get your 4.0, and I can get my 3.2, and it's going to make zero freaking difference on all this. You ain't cheating, you ain't trying to sabotage like frowned upon if caught. I mean, let's see, I am not a role model. I may be good at my job, but dear God, I do not want that. Yeah. You aim to drop out right after the first day. Yeah, it's like, I'm here to party, and then leave. Minimizing my expenses as best as I can. I plan, yeah, so like genuinely networking can be a very valuable thing in college if you are in an institution where you are likely to be working with a lot of those other people. Otherwise, whatever you can do to give yourself something tangible is good. All right. The true 5-head strat of splitting between 1 and 3. Yeah, like you definitely want to do some networking. Okay, so they're giving me 1 point, so I can lower my stuff and I can raise my stuff. I'm wondering if all those questions I answered populated this or not. So I have no idea what's important on this game, so we're just going to split it even. So our goals are to be an exemplary student, take part in lectures and exercises 1 time. What's the time frame of this goal? Is this my entire college career? I was like, I want to attend a class. Singular. Midas touch, gather a buck. Bud, I'm going to need you to be more ambitious. I'm going to need you to be a little more ambitious. I genuinely expected my first day of college, I probably made or if I cared about it, I probably made $1 and attended a class. Do not go to an expensive school and neglect networking. You're pissing away your money. Yeah, no, if you're going to like a bougie school, networking is what you're going there for. I expect there might be further goals just on there's got to be. Knowledge is power. Gain 1 level in comprehension or analysis. Laser focused. Maintain focus in lectures or exercises 1 time. No pain, no gain. Exercise 1 time, not including fitness or swimming classes. So exercise outside of class. Home sweet home. Perform 1 activity in your room. Over 9,000. Gain a level 1 flexibility or endurance. Work hard. Gain 1 level in body. Daily grind. Work for at least 4 hours 1 time. Work smart. Gain a level of mind. Work freely. Gain a level in creativity. So it seems like gain a level in literally everything. Born in the Renaissance. Gain a level in acting or aesthetics. Oh, so instead of art, we have an aesthetics skill. That's interesting. So like just a lump all. All right. Feel the music in the air. Gain a level in singing or rhythm. My name is Alexander Hamilton. Hamilton. Gain 1 level in writing or insight. No I in team. Gain 1 level in teamwork or empathy. Resident sleeper. Sleeper rest for at least 1 hour. At least hour 1 times. Art of war. Gain 1 level in gaming or strategy. The one who talks. Gain a level in eloquence or charisma. Who you gonna call? Tinkering or patience. Fun. Regenerate joy. Classes are boring. Self-study 1 time. Yeek. Okay, so I got some goals. Now I've got 1 point to put between all of these things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deliberately knock all of these down to 1. So I got 3 points here. So we have, okay, let's just look at what our skills are. We've got acting, analysis, charisma, comprehension, eloquence, empathy, endurance, flexibility, gaming, aesthetics, tinkering, insight, patience, rhythm, singing, strategy, teamwork, writing, and curiosity. Sure, we'll add 1 to writing, insight, and analysis. We are in school after all. Sure. So there's a whole lot there that it would be nice if we got... That is certainly a picture. I wish you could just add skill points to life. I wish you could just have your stats readily available. That way when you're doing something, you're like, man, I'm getting nothing done, and you're just watching like your running skill go up. You're like, I am gaining stuff. Okay, so we got an equivalent of Simlish. Oh hey, how's it going? I'm Ray. I'm the resident advisor here. You're a freshie, aren't you? You've got that so many things to do, don't know where to start look on your face. Alright. So, maybe it's not me. Even with the advisory thing, I don't think I've ever had someone like walk up and be like, hey man, you're a freshie, you're a newbie, you're whatever. Like you have that in like the sports stuff. With me, when I went to college for the first time, they're like, all right, we're going to give you, I forget what they called it. It wasn't, there's a term for it. Not introduction. Orientation, thank you. they would give you your orientation, and it would be, you know, usually a student who's later on in their stuff, like a senior or a sophomore or whatever. But they wouldn't walk up like, hey, new meat, hey, freshie. That's a little weird. That loading picture was close to the warning symbol on Teratogan substance. Yeah, that was the whole thing. Well, I'm not one to turn down advice, especially from a resident advisor, nonetheless. Just give me a quick rundown, and I'm fine. I know where to go. So this one begins a tutorial. This one gives hints, and that one's a no tutorial. So we're gonna go ahead and do the tutorial because, you know, whatever. Fantastic. You give me purpose. Wind beneath my wings and all that. Ray. Buddy. You do not need to hit on people the moment they arrive on campus.
Lou?
Follow me then. Yes, he does. People on campus knows his ways. Alright, so WASD and then left shift. It is working with Dvorak. I didn't have to switch to QWERTY. Oh, it's toggle run. Okay. Interaction. Discover exciting new things and all the things. So one thing here is that font is just too freaking small. You got all this space here, friends. Scoot you down. Get really big up here. Get really big up there. Yeah, no, toggle runs when people go back and forth. I don't mind it. If you ever feel lost, don't hesitate to ask around. And remember, there are no wrong choices. Okay, so right mouse button to move the camera. I don't know what I just did. Talk to Ray. Welcome to the dormitory. Your home, your island of peace. I plan to creep on you the whole time you're here. Why is that marked? What, does that do anything? Okay. Oh, that was just telling me what was highlighted. Okay, that's fair. Hey, pretty cool. Do I get my own room? It seems pretty small for such a large campus. Peace? When's the next party? Do I get my own room? That's the real question here. That's correct. Not only that, but you also get to arrange it according to your taste, as long as you don't cause a fire hazard. Obviously. Either way, the rent is included in your tuition. We'll come for that tomorrow once the admin is open. I hope you got your kidneys ready. Uh-huh. Can I see my room? Let's head in. I just love taking the new people to their room. The people's tiny arms are cracking up. Well, it's like, so the funny thing is, like, the rest of their body is actually roughly proportional except their head. It's definitely like some big headism going on here. It's good to see you, Goldie. And this is the place of respite. Your headquarters for global conquest. Your room. It should be furnished with everything you need for now. Neat. Anything else I need to know? The restrooms and showers are communal. And they're on the same floor. We'd appreciate it if you keep your room and dorm neat and tidy. We still haven't seen the admin, and I don't know where my lectures are. Don't worry, I'll be guiding freshies tomorrow as well. So we'll meet downstairs at 8 a.m. I'll see you tomorrow then. See ya. Hygiene. Nobody likes to sit for hours next to someone who reeks. A shower and brush your teeth. At 16/20 and above, your friends will definitely appreciate your fresh looks. Employers will also value you as a presentable employee. If by some unholy means you manage to reach 0 out of 20, then your friends won't hang out with you, you'll be asked to leave lectures, and your employers won't even let you work. Go take a shower. At 5 below 20, or below, you'll find less joy and entertainment, your friends will appreciate you less, and your employers will reward you less. You've run into a few 0 toys. I think everyone has. Can you send this page to your coworkers? I was gonna say, there was definitely always that one kid in class that you could almost have that radius that you could see like people vacating the seats around, like, man, just take a shower. It's not like you've got a weird choice in deodorant or something. You have just straight up have BO that's taken a good couple days to properly ripen. Nutrition. In between classes, there will be multiple opportunities to grab something to eat. Don't forget that our cafeteria is open through most of the day, and it's free to all students. Nutrition between 16 and 20 makes you absorb information better. Your friends will surely notice your great mood. Don't overeat though. At 5 out of 20 below, you take more time to learn new things and move slower. At 0 out of 20, you might even faint. Hydration. That's literally the exact same graphics, except those bottom two. In between classes, there'll be multiple opportunities to grab something to eat. It's literally saying the same thing up there. That still says nutrition on it. Okay, so it's literally the exact same text. They just replaced hydration up here, and then those two images swapped. Okay, I'm sure that's actually fine. Take a shower. So there's my room. I do wish the camera would rotate when I moved a little bit. I know some people don't like that. Okay, take shower. Also, everything using this style prompt isn't amazing. Okay, so it says I will take a shower, which will take a half-hour long shower, and it will give me plus 12 hygiene. Since my hygiene is at 10, clearly we're going to be at 22 hygiene, so we're going to level up. That's not how it works. I was curious what they're going to do. Oh, it's weird that they faded that out for that whole thing. One of the dare drops I saw was to go a full week eating nothing but vending machine food. Alright, so we gained a bunch of hygiene. And nothing else. This activity is currently unavailable. Eat a meal. So the toaster is where my meal comes from. So that gives me hunger and energy. Yeah, so I feel like their UI here could use... Not those ones, it's the context menus. I feel like they could do a little bit with the context menu. Drink some water. You think we're drinking water? Just waiting for the shower animation to end? Yep. Real people who shower in their underwear scare you? Yeah. Talk to a stranger. But I want to drink more water. Why is a stranger in my bedroom? This is my bedroom, right? Why are you in my bedroom? Hey, Emilio? Why are you in your bedroom?
Thank you, Gamer88, for subscribing for 47 months. Stranger danger.
Hey, Mr. Nice Gamer, thank you for the tier 1 sub. That's 47 months you've been subbed to the channel. Almost 4 years. A heckin' long time, man. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And I do hope you enjoyed the stream. It was also fun to catch you playing Vintage Story yesterday. It was fun to that was yesterday, right? I think that was yesterday. Hanging out and doing all that stuff with Allison Adventures and everyone. Can we get a shout out for Mr. Nice Gamer, by the way? Another content creator on the platform. Been doing some Vintage Story as well as a bunch of things. Has done Project Zomboid in the past and a whole bunch of good stuff. Like, don't do it. You don't get to say no. That is a great emote. That is an excellent emote, just vomiting rainbows. Mind leaving my room? Your room? Oh, right. I just moved out and wanted to drop by to double check. See if I left anything behind. So, did you leave anything behind? No, and sorry for barging in like that. I didn't expect anyone to move in here tonight. Anyways, I'm Emilio. I don't care. Get the hell out of my room. Nice to meet you. It's a crazy place once you set it up right. It's a cozy place when you set it up right, but I couldn't really afford it anymore. I'm living off campus now. Are you a freshman? I don't think I've seen you before. Get out of my room. Yes, and also not really. I'm new here, but I transferred for my 3rd year. Ray still thinks I'm a freshman, though. So you met Ray? Yeah, he's alright. He guided too my 1st year. Even showed me this very room. The one you should be leaving? Hey, have you got an hour or so? I was gonna drop by the arcade and admin. Let's go together. The more the merrier. No. No, get the hell out of my room. I don't know, I feel a bit tired after the trip. Aw, come on, pretty please, it'll be fun. Am I being kidnapped now? Okay then, but just an hour. We're about to be trafficked. Yeah, but thou must. Hey man, I'm a person who's not supposed to be on campus ever since the incident. I clicked out of the window, don't mind me. Ever since the incident. So, you wanna hang? Now, I've noticed Emilio has a heart over their name, so I'm assuming they're romanceable or something. Talk to. And we're here. The Neon Action Club runs this place. So, it's free for all students. I personally drop by this place whenever I'm in a bad mood. You know how it is. Sure, cool place. I really recommend Dawn Patrol. It's one of my favorites. Joy. It's a joyous occasion indeed to have some spare time for entertainment, especially as a student. At 16 and higher, Joy helps you absorb lessons faster. You move quicker, earn more. And most importantly, makes your friends love your attitude. This game really is pushes like, you need to be happy so your friends like you. If you're sad, your friends hate you, and they tell you to go away. The tragic music that's already playing in the background. I know, right? You're like, is something bad about to happen? At 5 and below, learning takes longer and joyless activities drain more energy. At 0 out of 20, you're so bored you don't want to do anything. Including the things that get you joy, because that's how depression works. Depression likes to get in the way of solving depression. As you perform activities, you'll start leveling up skills and stats. Both are taken into account when grading your work at the end of the semester, as well as during exams. Skill level determines the difficulty in the associated minigames. Higher stats boost income and character points. Income of character points, which you can spend to unlock activities. Indeed it does. Oh yeah. Gotta say, already not much of a fan of this. It's like Temu Sims. Yeah, we'll see. It definitely has some Sims vibe to it and all that. Play on an arcade machine. Which is his favorite one? I want to make sure to avoid that one. Oh, I mean, I guess take me to that one specifically. Yeah, this UI here, I feel like... I like that it's giving me the stats, but it's a little too context menu-y. We're going to play 1 hour of games. I guess it's going to give me body, mind, and gaming skill, but it's going to cost me energy and give me joy. Am I playing the game now? Alright, well at least it didn't make me sit there for like a full in-game hour slowly clocking up. Hey, let me check the score. Not bad, not bad. Anyway, it's getting late, so I'm out of here before the cops show up. Let's head back to the dorms. Tomorrow's a big day, and you should get some sleep. Yawn. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Hey man, now that we've stayed up real late together, I live off campus. It's a real big drag. Would you mind if I stayed in your room? I know you've got just the one bed. I promise it'll be cool. Don't worry about it. We're buds now, right? It was nice hanging out with you. Here's my number. You didn't ask, but you're gonna get it. Give me a call when you've got a moment. I usually have classes until 6 p.m., but I should be free after that. Sure thing. I will lose your number immediately. Meet the Quackia 3330. Use the Friends app to stay in touch. Why spend time alone? Call your friends. They didn't pick up? Track them down. That is not me editorializing. It actually does tell you to track them down. Our handy friendship tracker helps you manage relationships with other Quackia users. It also tracks your relationship with them. It's super invasive. The more time you spend with them, the better it gets. The higher it is, the more activities they'll want to do with you. Yeah, true, like real story, if I'm sitting here like doing all this kind of stuff, and I've got the situation where someone just like invites themselves into my dorm room and then kind of drags me to the arcade and then gives me their number, I am not contacting that person back. That's got some real stranger danger vibes going on. Energy. Contrary to what certain students claim, sleep is mandatory. While coffee certainly helps, focus, do not overdo it. Getting enough rest, 16 out of 20 or more, ensures that you'll spend less energy on activities, at least for a while, and it makes you move faster. 5 out of 20 and lower, all activities cause you to spend more energy and gain less joy. At 0 out of 20, you might even faint. So pretty much the, let's see, sort of feels like they were going for the quirky 2 style point humor thing, but missed the target by a country mile. I mean, we're still too early to go in here. So one thing I'm noticing with a lot of these is it does seem like if we're looking at our thresholds here, if we're at 16 out of 20 or higher, you get buffs. If you're at 5 out of 20 or lower, you get penalties, and then you've got like the middle spot. And it does imply that once we drop below a certain thing, they have diminishing returns in the sense that if one of my stats goes too low, it causes other stats to drain faster. So there is a resource management aspect to the game. Okay, so we're gonna sleep, and that's going to gain me 6 joy and 18 energy. Might use that contact with that person very well to pass on to the authorities. Oh good, I love that we tossed and turned in bed all night. That's realistic. I don't know what the second screen was about. Hang on, I can't talk. Look, man, I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. Oh, you're finally awake. Today's the big day. Grab some breakfast, get ready, and meet me downstairs by 8:30. The day, huh? What's happening again? Don't be silly. Your classes start today. You've got English lecture at 9 a.m. Why do you know my schedule? Great, let's continue. We still have an hour. Do your morning routine. Do not, you might not have time until lunch, so around 1 p.m. Okay, see you in 30. Eat breakfast. Eat _ breakfast all capitalized. Man, that only gives you 4 hunger. Drink some water. And they do have where you can choose less tutorial. And it won't let me... Oh, and take the shower. Yeah, I mean, our hygiene is low. Okay, so I'll max out our hygiene. Look, vending machine Pop-Tarts. I mean, yeah, we're using a toaster. Okay, so I think that's showing our current mood is happy. I don't know what the question mark next to our portrait is. It looks like it's some type of shield or crest. So that might be like whatever degree we start pursuing or something. That said, it claims we're in our 3rd year of college. By now, I need to have a degree program sorted out before I begin classes. Even these days, like early on, you'd probably want to have some idea. You'd be dealing with your gen ed, like your communication, all that. I'm also noticing time doesn't pass, and it might be a tutorial thing, unless, like, you do an activity, it costs you X and gives you Y. I don't know if that'll continue after the tutorial. Looking sharp. Now there's one thing I need to show you. You see these bikes over here? If you got some pocket change, you can use them to quickly move around campus. Let's see, getting late and you need to get across campus? All you need is one of these. Cool. I do have my own bike though. Is it quick as these? Give it a go. Fast travel. Use the bike rack. These cost almost nothing to rent. Now choose your destination, simple as that. You'll find one in the front of every major building. Tired of running? Press the B button to hop on your bike. So fast travel. $15? You monsters. Costs almost nothing by foot. $15 bike rental? Highway robbery. This is art. Can you guess what's studied here? Communications. Obviously math, duh. Pretty funny. But that would be Psi. We learned math in the science building? And that's on the other end of campus. Art covers a whole range of artistic, but also linguistic studies, which is why we're here now. Okay, so they've got like a shared building for like communications. Alright, I understand. The building is shaped like a half-eaten donut. Going from the right entrance, you'll find the lecture hall. Well, turning to the left leads you to the music room. Straight ahead, that's the orangery. Orangery? We called that humanities. Yeah, so like my first college, we didn't have distinct buildings for everything. It wasn't big enough. The later college was big enough. We had like my university was like, we had the engineering building, the second engineering building, the third engineering building. Let's see, there was the, what do they call the medical building? Like for like, people becoming doctors and nurses and biotech and all that. We even had a math building. Let's see, orangery, French for citrus orchard. Okay. Thanks, are we heading in?
Lou?
Let's find your classroom. What do you do all day, buddy? You're also a student here. And also, what's that? This activity is currently unavailable. I need you to stop walking in the sky. This is very not how a college campus is organized. Where that was clearly a classroom we just cut through the middle of. Talk to. This is the lecture room. It looks like there's still some time left, and all the other students to attend to. So, if you don't mind, I won't stay for long. Do you have any questions for now? Anything I should know about grades? Long story short, your performance is measured separately for each course. Your final mark takes into account subject mastery, attendance, and exams. What is subject mastery? It's an approximation of your progress in each subject. It's the single most influential factor determining your final mark. Pay attention during lectures and exercises, and you should be fine. Anything else? As long as you attend the classes, it should be a breeze. One more thing. Make sure to balance your focus during lectures. Don't exhaust yourself early in the day. Anyways, meet me in the orangery downstairs, spelled differently this time, after your lecture. Now one dude is having a very heated conversation. Time skip. Time progresses forward on its own, regardless of activities, but sometimes you might want to skip ahead. Okay, so when we're not in the tutorial, time will advance on its own. Use the time skip button. Simply set the desired hour and press apply. Keep in mind, skipping time doesn't count as rest. You will not gain energy. Note that you can start activities 15 minutes ahead of their actual start time. So at 9:45, you don't have to skip ahead to 10. It will automatically be done. So this is our lecture hall. Okay, so this feels like a genuine classroom. It's a weird classroom that's got this stairwell and the lower area in it, but this, sure, legit classroom. This being the lecture hall here, I'm assuming it's gotta be that room, because this would be terrible to lecture in. I was getting distracted by my frosted tips. Or, yeah, because when I went to install the game,
Yeah.
apparently the game's like project name was Millennials. So I had to put on the frosted tips.
Absolutely. Oh, you look so cool.
I tried to find one spiked up for the frosted
It
tips.
has to go like in the front.
They didn't have it though.
Ah, don't they know millennials?
I'm also judging the campus harshly.
Why?
This-
Infinity Simplex.
So imagine you're trying to learn.
I'm learning.
So you get up here. Okay, I have to go to my classroom. So we're just gonna cut through the middle of whatever this looks like an architecture's classroom.
Yeah, cut through it.
And then we're gonna cut through the art class.
Okay.
And then we're gonna cut through. I'm not sure what this one's
So
supposed
the
to
school
be.
doesn't believe in hallways. It's just room.
And then it's like the lecture. I'm like, you know what? That's fair.
Hi, War Machine. Hi, Illicit NZ. Yeah. Yeah, this reminds me of like ancient Roman buildings where they just went like room, and then hallways were invented and the world was never the same.
Like, could you imagine? You're in the middle of class. Class is actively going. This student here goes, crap, I have to pee. And then has to cut through. So interrupts this class. Interrupts this class.
Yep.
Interrupts this class.
Yep.
Interrupts this class as well.
Hi, Code Sage.
And then one would assume the bathrooms would be somewhere in this common space out here.
That's funny. Versailles was also like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was ooh, I think
I've never been there.
it's before we met.
You went to
That
Versailles?
no. There was we went to, it was one of like the old-timey not castle.
No, too sad.
I think it was in France.
I don't know what you meant.
But it was like one of these like big estate building things or whatever. And it was very much you went from one room to another room and you're just like cutting through bedrooms and everything.
Yeah.
And you're like, I
I
was like, what is this? But I mean, you know, that was incredibly wealthy people and it would be their servants cutting through. And then they'd have like the servant hallway they added. All right, so the game wants me to fast forward time 15 minutes. Focus. During lectures and exercises, you can choose one of 4 focus levels, with each having its pros and cons. Higher focus increases subject mastery and skills and stats, but drains energy and joy much faster. Lower focus is easier on you, but gives you fewer academic gains. Great if your grades are solid and you want energy and joy for work or fun. Don't forget, you can recharge during breaks. Grab a coffee, a snack, a quick nap, or even a proper meal. The balance is up to you. Okay, so I have to actually approach teacher. And for those who don't know, Allison Invention, our fantastic content creator. Playing Product Zomboid, Vintage Story, RimWorld, a bunch of good stuff over there. Definitely go check them out. Good times over there. Definitely recommend. One moment. Okay, sorry about that. English lecture, take a nap. I knew so many people. I would definitely say I actually bounced in this, like, in between these two most lessons. Unless I was on something like, for example, I was doing the electrical class, and a lot of the simple things like calculating resistance and voltage and wattage, easy. So, like, I was way down here because I just didn't need to focus. And then we got to capacitance. And then I needed this, because F capacitance. That sucked. Like, you could figure it out, but it was definitely of the difficulty of stuff you did. You'd have these circuits like, okay, calculate the, you know, amperage on this one. It'd have like your simple circuit, so it's just multiplication and division. And then you'd have like series and parallel, and you have to do like a little extrapolate, but you're still mostly multiplication division. And then you'd put a capacitor on one line, you go, okay. And you need to get out like graph paper to like do all the math. Let's go with average focus since I have no concept of my needs in this game. So we'll go ahead and do an average focus class. So that's going to eat 4 energy, 2 joy, and it's going to give me 74 creativity, 32 mind, and 105 comprehension. Okay. Oh, mind and creativity. Okay. I was confused as to why this number was so much lower than I got quoted. So we have creativity as like the skill, and then creativity as like a trait on our character. So like this is our ability to draw, and this is just generally being creative. Let's see, graph paper for the math reminds me as soon as I started seeking a math minor, never bought college school rule books again. At least not for math courses. Yeah, no, that's for my note taking and all that. I'm not sure if it'll pick up. I haven't used like ruled paper. You're not gonna be able to see it. I use dot graph or dot print or whatever you call it, where you got the dot grid. Because that way it could change my notes as I need to change. Like right now, there's like hardly any notes on that page because I just switched pages today. So one thing I'm noticing, can I lock my mouse into the screen? Normally I don't want to do that, but with the way the controls work, scan. Camera smooth while walking. So what happens if I kill that? Oh, no. That was some serious head bob. Okay. I see what that is. So, where are you, Ray? I wish I could... Oh, I can. Oh, it's inverted. I see. Oh, wow. The render distance is real short. I see. So that's how they manage the performance, is they just make you look at the ground. That's some real short render distance. Talk to Ray. Let's see. History, social studies was your NAP class. You had the comfiest books with the softest paper, and the information is easy to grasp. It's not like it changes our stuff. Oh, never mind. I was literally about to complain about that. You know, I was like, what happens if I turn off smoothing, because I wasn't sure. But yeah, no, that's definitely, I'm glad that, for the record, it was maxed out when I started. How did it go? Fine, I guess. Why are we meeting here? Yeah, the cafeteria is closed like it is now. You can always grab something to eat or drink from our vending machines. There are a few of them scattered around campus. In fact, I recommend doing it now. Your next lecture is in 15 minutes. You might want to grab a little pick-me-up in between classes, especially if all this intense focus exhausted you. So they want me to grab a black coffee, which will take $3. It gives me a tiny bit of thirst, energy, and joy. Cool. And a chocolate bar, which will give me hunger, joy, and energy, and cost me a little bit of money. Okay, so I should have focused a little harder. Because that gave me more than my cap. Good job! This should guide you to your classroom, or wherever this activity takes place. Note that you'll have a fitness lecture first, then fitness exercises. Don't forget to grab something to drink in between. I'll see you in the front of the gym at 12:45 p.m. before lunch break. Okay. Calendar. The calendar helps you keep track of your upcoming classes and activities. You can also add known activities using the panel on the right. Simply drag and drop the activity onto the calendar to schedule it. To remove it, drag it away, and if you want to replace something, drop the activity on top of the existing one. Okay, so calendar. So I have navigation. All right. Interesting. Starting to feel very late edition. Chat's taking you 5 to 15 minutes a day, you think? Gotcha. Said, oh boy, the Orangery or Orangery is a room or dedicated building historically where orange and other fruit trees are protected during the winter. Large form greenhouse or conservatory. Gradually, due to technological advancement, orangeries became more of a classical architecture structure, enhancing the beauty of the estate and garden rather than a room of wintering plants. Gotcha. So it's just like a garden room or something inside. I like that it wants me to cut around the back of that statue. Yeah. Forget taking the actual route, just cut behind stuff. We're going full student now. Oh, it's faster to cut through the bushes. Let's do this. Got to cut around the wrong side of the phone booths. Pay phones, whatever. On the upside, that does mean it's actually doing pathing calculations versus stuff that they predetermined, which means this would be adaptable for if you were to mod and add more locations. Yeah, so time doesn't pass as we're walking, it seems, which I am on board with. Because that kind of feels good because it means you don't have to like min-max the pathing on that much. It's more of a, okay, I've got 30 in-game time resource that I can expend in different ways. Where do I want to allocate those? They need a dance command in this game because very genuinely, this music's bopping. The activity currently unavailable. Come back at 10. Yeah, you roundhouse kick that again. We broke up because she couldn't level up fast enough. I appreciate your lack of any strain whatsoever. She's just like, yeah, doing this in my long sleeve shirt, in my long skirt and boots. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Just flexing. Parents own a farm. Why are you all in long... Like, why are you all in boots and long pants? Like, this person's actually dressed appropriately. Jeans. You're dressed appropriately. I mean, that's fine too, because those are gym pants. These two don't know what's up. They didn't go to the lecture. Okay, so let's fast forward time till 10. Alright. Let's give full focus on gym class. So that's going to give me almost 50% more points than my last class did, but it is going to take about double the penalty on my resources. This is my lecture. Yeah, so it gives you 1.5 if you go full focus. This seems to be in line with what we had last time. So it looks like this I got considerably more points for doing full focus versus the average, and this was about the same. Okay, so my next thing is to complete the fitness exercises, skip time, alright, so we're going to average this one, because we don't want to let our energy drop too low. So this one we had back-to-back things, so we're going to be pushing our hunger and thirst and all that. Same deal. What? Oh, it's like a really slow speed Stardew Valley fishing game. Okay, that's a weird minigame. It does have some pretty slow reaction to like input on this. Okay, great result. You saw someone with a 8 without table -3 shirt at the grocery store today? Told the girl he was with to make sure he gets a fine meal. Excellent. Okay, so that gave me way more body and mind. Alright, so the minigame one, definitely helped. Dr. A. Wow, you look like a total mess. Dude, I am at 16 hygiene. I apparently flexed real hard, and I am still a bastion of hygiene. Don't call me a mess. You haven't had a proper workout recently, have you? Hey man, Ray, could you stop exactly, give me a break. Anyways, I wanted to talk to you about building yourself up into a proper student. We're gonna need to remove your arms and legs through amputation or replace them with bionics. Our beloved university, not everything available to you right now. I mean, someone like Amita from Quackers FC wouldn't want a total rookie messing up their matches. And Anna would fall asleep debating politics with someone who has no clue. You're gonna have to jump through some hoops to get things started. You know, make a name for yourself. By that I mean find the strongest guy in here and just come up with him a rocket, belt him across the head. It's prison rules here. Put your best foot forward, join the grind, all that jazz. I get it, especially the jazz part. Just keep doing your unglamorous stuff until they let you in on the fun. Don't worry, it won't take long. Who knows? Maybe you'll even start an entire career this way. Unlocking activities. Is there a skill tree? Character development represents your personal progress. As you move down the branch, you'll unlock advanced activities. Performing activities that raise stats also earns you character points. Further reading. That's a lot of words. You even recognize some of them. Read an encyclopedia photocopying assistant. Spend those points to unlock the new activities. A little bit of spacing issues here. Just select the connected ones in progress. Okay. So that button did nothing. That's my map. That's my calendar. That's my phone. Okay, so we have like a sort of skill tree thing here. So honestly, skill points available. I've got mind, body, and all that. Okay, right. So if I have 10 body points, I can move my stuff forward with sport. I have to unlock the ability to watch pop science. Otherwise, I clearly don't get the jokes and don't have a good time. Connection through entertainment, board game night. Study a statue, watch soap operas, practice painting. I'm not sure what these categories are because they don't have labeling on them. It genuinely seems like this is more like a logic, robotics. I think this is like fitness and outdoorsy life. I'm not sure about this one. I guess this one is more reading and charisma and all that. Yeah, this is all like media stuff. This is like your general friendship stuff. I'm having problems deciphering what the difference is between this one has like a whole lot of stuff around charisma and all that, and this one does as well. But this one has like more writing, and this, well, I mean, yeah, so that's interesting. Chess instructor, web design gig. Okay, so I've got 69 nice body points. Considering it's early access, the skill tree might become 3D before they are half done of the game. I have no idea. I'm a little surprised to see this. So I am noticing... So this is almost exclusively mind over here. This is mind and creativity with a little bit of body and creativity, but this one seems like it's primarily creativity supported by other things. This one is also a mix up here. This one is like pure creativity. Yeah, so it's basically we got pure mind, pure body, pure creativity, and a blend. Okay, so this is our intellect build, our we'll pretend agility build, our strength build, and then hybrids. Okay, so let's see what these even do. So these give me more things. Alright, so those mention they have a getting in shape bonus. Getting buff. Lone Shark. Ultimate Survivor. Personal Trainer Side Hustle. Touchdown Bat Person. One with the hoop. I'm assuming those are traits that we get as like long-term buffs. Yeah. No, I definitely feel like they need to give us a little bit more information on here. So like, because these are activities we unlock, and then it mentions down here getting into shape. So I would like to see, like, I could mouse over this and it'd be like, yeah, this activity does whatever. Mildly interested in science. Pawn in motion. Rook on the horizon. The Gambit. So that's if we want to go into chess. Thank you very much, Mr. Roboto. And that's if we want to go into that. So I kind of also wish that there was in these areas, like, again, they'd be like, this is the this category, and maybe have like a little blurb here that's like, hey, this is the general idea of what this category is going to give you up here, that kind of thing. Because like right now I'm having decision paralysis simply because I lack the information to do all this. So I don't want to deal with too much of the people interaction. So let's burn some of these body points. We'll advance our ability to get in shape so we can now run and watch sports. That is all we can afford there. But the idea is I want to get it so our character can start getting their fitness up. We've got 36 mind. So we can now watch Pop Science. And then the plan for me is I think I'm going to go down this route over here to the left. Plus Sims Like Voice is a nice ad. Yeah. Now the downside is all these ones that are using creativity down there are hybrid stuff. I don't have much creativity. But I'll grab that because I didn't see any of... Yeah, these ones are one type. Yeah, so we're going to go for the individuals and not the hybrids. So we can seek inspiration. Alright, so we spent what points I'm going to afford to. I bet you're starving after that workout. Let's hit the cafeteria. Follow me. I'm with you, Ray. Let's cut some corners, buddy. We'll keep running that path till we track up all the grass and they eventually just put a path there. This is the cafeteria. The food is, well, it's fine. I assume it's better than the vending machine? Oh, definitely. But also, not as convenient. So what food do they serve? They're the usual meal of day and that's it. Coffee is really good though. Order a dish. Dish of the day. Okay, so 5 energy, 1 joy, 6 hunger. So the energy and joy is honestly pretty consistent with the vending machine, but the hunger is definitely more. Man, those are quite the ponytails for this. Okay. Oh, hey, Maya. How's it going? Terrible, Ray. Just terrible. Mr. Wycliffe told me that if I don't start showing up to his classes more often, he might actually fail me. I thought frequency wasn't really that big of a deal. Yeah, but my grades aren't exactly great either. If I don't improve, bad frequency could push me down to a D. Ouch. It's time to show some initiative, Maya. Maybe show up for the next, show up every now and then. Apologies. I think I failed to introduce you. This is my friend. Hi. Ray's giving you the tour, huh? That's right, nice to meet you. So what was this about skipping classes? If your grades are high enough, you can still pass even without perfect attendance. I mostly just self-study. The uni knows that some students need to, you know, work to pay their bills. I just can't be bothered with the morning classes. Disclaimer to the bold statement. Maya just hates classes in generals. It's still smarter to show up. No amount of books slouching beats a good professor. Good professor? Yeah, right. Anyway, I've got our students to check on, and you? Also, check on, and you? That's weird punctuation. Also, have somewhere to be. Swimming starts at 2 p.m. Don't miss it. But, before we split, why don't we exchange numbers? Honestly, both of you could use more friends. Ray, just wow. F you, Ray. Whatever. Here you go. Thanks. I'll catch you later. Alright, so I see Ray is our wingman versus the other person who just let themselves into our room is definitely our creepy stalker. Self-study. Catch up on your academics right at your dorm room, or head to the library for the peace and quiet, or the gym, or the pool. You really can't self-study libraries or sports in library. Contrary to your belief, if you bring a basketball into the library, you could self-study and get expelled. Perfect if you want to catch up on a subject because of work, not partying, of course. Remember, self-studying doesn't count towards your frequency. Cool. Good thing she brought up work. Almost slipped my mind. Hey, you want me to talk to the cafe owner? I heard they're looking for part-timers. Let's see, the heck is the player character's major? Swimming, weightlifting aren't exactly required courses in most colleges. Well, that's what I'm curious about, is supposedly right now we are in our 3rd year in college. This is usually the point, for those who haven't gone to college, usually your first year's gen ed stuff, where it's like, here's your communication, here's your college algebra, here's your whatever. And that can continue for the whole first year. 2nd year, a lot of it's gen ed, but you'll start getting those first ones that are aligned with your major. And then by 3rd year, you're dealing primarily with stuff associated with whatever degree you're getting. So at this point, we should be doing, like, if we're a bio person, we should be taking bio labs. We should be dealing with, like, anatomy classes and those kind of things. If we're, like, a computer science major, we'd be learning various programming languages, discrete math, which is just, like, proofs and logic and all that. And all that kind of stuff. So the fact that we're going to, like, gym and all that, I didn't even catch, what was our lecture? Did they actually tell us what our lecture was? I don't think they did. I think we just went to generic lecture. I could be wrong. Yeah, I need a quick buck. Full tutorial. No, just give me the rundown. Only show the pop-ups. Sure. No thanks, I'll handle it myself. Alright, meet me at the front administration building once you're done with your classes today. Maybe eat something and take a shower. You know, make yourself presentable. It was an English lecture? Maybe. I could very easily have just forgotten it. Alright, so we need to get the swim class. And then we can advance the time. Okay, how long does it take to eat? Eat and drink and all that. So because we're technically on a quest, I can't do any of these other things. Because I feel like that's enough time. I should be able to drink instead of advancing the time. Already forgot what the lecture about? Too real? Yep. Well, it could even be, this is our first day, it could even be that we have to declare a major. Like I said, there's a shield up here that there's nothing in it. I could see that being like what college you're in. So for those who don't know, a lot of times in your university, you will have like the University of insert name of state. But inside that university, you'll have the engineering college, the medical college. Because how many showers do you need each day? Not many, because I'm sitting here, we've only taken 1 shower and I'm doing pretty minty fresh. Okay, so you have to fast forward to 2. And I did set to 24-hour clock. Alright, so we're gonna do an average effort. Ah, yeah, that's when you really show your domination. When you swim underneath the concrete just to assert that you are such a dominant swimmer that you don't need liquid, that you can move through solid. It's a rare and forgotten about technique. Okay, complete the algebra lecture. Game, I need you to let me take care of myself. I appreciate that I am the one who chose to use the tutorial thing. That is on me. Oh, good, I can shove people. Excuse me, miss, in the bushes. You, off the concrete. There was a duck in there. Maybe a mascot. Does game have useful idiot protest? I'd rather you not have that because, yeah, I understand there was people on campus, like, on the campus we had people who were, you know, always outside the student union doing whatever. But just because someone disagrees with you, we don't need to, like, call them idiots or whatever. I'm sorry, I'm clicking out of the window. So I clicked on the wrong scene. There we go. Where do the dots go? Where am I going? I like that it bothers to label the arena here. Instead of just football, it's actually labeled American football. Just in case there was any communication issue there. Yeah, so I gotta watch. It's really easy to click out of the screen while doing that. Okay. Alright, this way. Trust me, at Gustav, it was a UFO! Yeah, Fluffy Nawaga to you as well, buddy. Alright, so... Hi, fellow students who appeared from the ether. Alright, so we'll average focus this one as well. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, there's, like, even some of the causes we had outside our student union, I agreed with, but their approach was pretty obnoxious. Like, I really disliked going into the student union for lunch and seeing, like, all sorts of graphic images of things, which we don't need to get into. I was always pretty salty about that one, because it was, like, every day. And again, some of them I didn't even disagree with what their messages were, but I was like, come on, man. As a teen, did you dye your hair much or never? Not really. Pretty much as soon as I was old enough to get a job, I got one. You know, and especially for the longest time, jobs back then were not understanding of, like, tattoos, piercings, or non-standard colors of hair. So unless you were doing something like working for family and that, a lot of companies were just really not down for it. I'm very happy that's improving nowadays, that they're not like, hey, you have to have a quote-unquote traditional haircut and you have to make sure to dress up this specific way, especially for jobs where it doesn't matter. Like, with software developer jobs, you know, expected to show up wearing a button-up shirt, like a button-up polo and dress slacks and all that, you're like, dude, I'm not interfacing with the customers or anything. I'm here getting work done. If I get it done, get away. Are you certain some of those people actually used? Yeah, I mean, the point was more being like... The bigger problem was, you know, stuff that makes no sense to rational adults. I'm like, no, they're causes people believe in. You may disagree, but there are causes people believe in, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, treat others with respect and all that. Do I just walk this door? I don't really understand. Okay, so there's an open door over here. The other doors are a lie, apparently. But it was also pretty discriminatory minorities with hair. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. That's where a lot of that stuff came from, was unfortunately just like the no shoots, no shirt, no service. That came out of segregation stuff and all that, unfortunately. So it is one of those things. But I'm really glad that a lot of that's going away because, one, again, it doesn't matter. It always just felt like a way of a boss doing a flex, being like, hey, you have to do what I tell you. Hair dyeing wasn't allowed back in your school. Oh yeah, no, it was a big deal. So with the way that some of the high schools get to when it comes down to, well yeah, no, it was no shirt, no shoes, no service came out of right after the ending of segregation. Because a lot of was it after segregation? It's either that or right after the abolishment of slavery here in the U.S. I'd have to look it up again. That you were more likely to be someone of lacking means if you were someone who came out of that area, and so it was effectively a practice that predominantly, you know, impacted one group and all that. You know, and you get it. They're like, there's a valid argument to say, well, hey, it's indecent to come in here without wearing these things, but that wasn't the primary motivator. Okay, so we're gonna do another. I'm gonna do a low effort on this one. Our energy is collapsing. Solve the puzzle to reveal the modern art. This looks like Van Gogh. Or like something designed to look like. Oh man, I used to know all the tricks to these types of puzzles. It's been a long time. Okay, so we got a whole extra layer down there. You probably go up here. Okay, so we've got that one up there. So you go over here on the left. You two go down there, and I think the blank spot goes down there. I'm just circling stuff now. Ah, man, it's been so long since I've done these kinds of puzzles. I need that to go this way. Is he playing a new game? Always like the variety streams? Yeah. So I need to do... The problem is I think the dead space needs to go here. Alright. So what I need to do is I need to get this one there. But I need to rotate those around the other direction. There. Okay, there we go. All right. And now is our modern art class. I'm imagining a lot of those you could potentially skip. I used to be really good at those because every other puzzle game out there would have one of those things. You find gems doing right. So yeah, I mean, okay, they really do need to have functionality to lock the mouse in the window because I keep clicking out of it and I'm gonna click the wrong thing and get myself in trouble. Like accident, well, at least with the end stream, but if I click that, it'll be like, are you sure you want to end stream? So optional, I need to eat and drink something, and I really, really do need to eat and drink something. We're in pretty sad shape there, so let's get to the cafeteria. Let's get ourselves a drink. That's ice cream. This isn't the cafeteria. Okay, so, map. I thought that was our cafeteria there. Alright, I think... Yeah, games that you could click out, what a pain. Yeah, keep in mind this is early access, so there's a very, very likely stuff like that can get addressed. And thank you. Alright. Let's go in here. I'm not going to talk to Ray yet. Was it this building that we need to go upstairs to the cafeteria? There we go. This is only available during a quest. This activity is only available during a quest. I need to eat and drink. Why are you restricting me from these important things? I need to sustain life. I'm gonna, like, pass out soon. Let's see, wait, what? You think you were shown an ad for a multicolored pen? Talk about digging up crap from the past. Oh man, the pen where you click it had like it's 4 or 5 different colors. Maybe you can do vending machine stuff? Yeah, let's see if I can find a vending machine. No, that's you. I'm sure once we get out of the tutorial... Yeah, there was the ones that had like 8 that came later. And every one that you had like more colors, they would jam more. So it get to be more and more of a problem. There's a food icon over here. Maybe upstairs? Okay. Alright, so I think this prompt is actually telling me I'm in a quest. I can't do those. Hey, ready to dive into the coal mine? Huh, I was just kidding. I'm here. I consider myself presentable. What now? The cafe closes in about 2 hours. You'll help out with the evening shift. It's not much, but you'll earn a few bucks, and it's way more chill than the other jobs on campus. I'm here. I consider myself presentable. Now what? Dude, why are you repeating yourself? You're being really weird. It's like you're a bot in a loop or something. Are you one of those NPCs that people are always talking about? Jobs. Coffee house helper. Okay, that'll take 5 energy. If I do that, we probably pass out. I also am not seeing an alternative. Let's do it. Let's hit 0 energy. Okay. It didn't actually take the energy? Talk to.
Lou?
So how'd it go? I mixed and stirred for 2 hours. I didn't even get to serve anyone. I told you it's chill. Tuition is what it is, so take it seriously. To help with that, there are plenty part-time jobs around campus. The library is looking for a helper on the weekday mornings, admin sometimes hires people to hand out flyers, there's cafeteria work, and then there's night cleaning with old Monty. I've heard a few other gigs too. Remember to check your calendar, it's all listed here. I want to eat. Let me eat. Why will you not let me eat and drink? And genuinely, my hygiene is actually starting to become a problem. We're almost done. One last thing. I'm heading to the administration to see Gladys. Okay, that's an interesting name. Want to come along? She's probably wrapping up for the day, but we can still catch her. Sure, let's go. So I'm getting a full tutorial on talking to Gladys. I'm not sure what I'm getting a tutorial for.
Lou?
No, please, I need a shower and a Pop-Tart. Good evening, Gladys. Mr. Matthews, I'm about to finish work for today, so I'd appreciate it if this was quick. And who is this with you? This is my friend, third-year transfer student, but showing around the place. Good evening. Nice to meet you. I hope Ray isn't boring you too much. He's a very boring individual who's super boring in his boringness. Gladys is probably the pronunciation? Gladys? I can oh yeah, Gladys. Yeah, that makes sense. I've heard the name Gladys. I haven't seen it spelled this way. I assume you brought you here to talk about tuition. It's straightforward enough. What I'm gonna need you to do is go into the surgery room to pay your tuition for the semester. Tuition is paid weekly and automatically withdrawn from your account. The current rate is $900 per week. I have 254 bucks. Whoa, that's steep. It is. But I don't care. You are subject to just dealing with this because this is how the economy works now. But there are two things to keep in mind. First, the campus provides multiple job opportunities that would help you to cover it. Secondly, hey Gladys, hey Ray. Ah, perfect timing. What timing? Anyways, I wanted to tell you that my parents figured out what's wrong and they're settling it with the bank. I'll be able to cover the rest of my tuition in the next 2 days. That's fine, Ariana. As I told you before, you still have time. Now, what I was about to say is falling into debt isn't the end of the world. We just do compound interest. It's about 85%. We tolerate one completely missed payment as long as you can at least partially catch up by the next deadline. In other words, don't still be in debt by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Payments are processed at midnight and start of each week. Okay, I get that. What if I'm in debt by then? Then please leave your room in good condition, unless you'd like the university to bill you for cleaning. Don't worry. It actually takes effort to get kicked out. Just keep up with your studies during the week and grab a part-time job on the weekend. Your tuition covers rent, dorm utilities, and cafeteria meals. Vending machines and travel bites are an external services and are not included. Any questions? Sounds like challenge. Literally one of the dare drops is to not pay your tuition until they expel you. I think it said 2 weeks. Any questions? That's 48,000 tuition, assuming every week of the year without summer break. I mean, that's actually for nowadays, that's not a terrible tuition. Going back to if they're supposed to be targeting us as millennials, like when we would be in college, that's middle of the road. Like it's not, you know, it's not like a major university tuition. It's more than like your state college kind of thing. Your community college kind of things. So 48,000 back in, back in the day I would have gone to college. That would have been a pretty respectable college I would have paid for. Like you would have had some decent stuff. Nothing fancy like big private schools, but it certainly would have covered a decent university. Yeah, that's just 1 year. Oh yeah, no, actually you're right. It's 1 year. Okay. Yeah, no, that's 1 year. So no, actually that's the hell of expensive. Never mind. I was thinking for like the full degree program. Yeah, no, full degree program for 48,000 in this time frame. You're either going to a relatively inexpensive university or college, or sorry, I got that backwards. For the full degree, 48,000 for an entire degree would be about what it's saying, but per year you're going to a pretty bougie stuff. Yeah, you are correct. It is including room and board, and I am not factoring that in because I didn't stay on campus. What is there to do around campus? You can check your calendar anytime. Academics covers your classes, casual jobs, list part-time work, others, pretty much everything else. Just drag and drop anything you want on the schedule. I'm fairly sure Ray already mentioned that, but some activities will only become available later. Any questions? What else can I spend money on aside from tuition? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Gladys? Does your name normally have an O in it? And are you actually a machine that escaped from a testing facility? So like real life wage rates compared to college expenses? Yeah. Plot twist, the average wage in the game is like $0.05 per hour. Let's see, were there even fractions of dollars in the game yet? No, I haven't seen any fractions, but in full numbers. Okay. Thank you, that is all. She was like, spend money on things other than tuition? Spend money on things other than tuition? Spend money on other tuition? Does not compute. Rebooting program. That's all. I'll need to continue with Mr. Matthews here. Thanks, I'll catch you later. Tuition. What do you need cash for? Food, room, decorations, fast travel, and most importantly, tuition. And partying. Every Sunday at midnight, the university pulls $900 from your account. Debt can pile up fast. If you hit Sunday midnight with 0 or less in your account, not even $1, it's game over. Gotcha. So I can have not enough money to pay tuition as long as I'm not actually at 0. I gotta give them something. Other activities. As you unlock new academic and non-job activities, they'll appear on the side panel. Other tab of the calendar. Others is usually empty. Drag and drop activities from the side panel to schedule them. Added activities can be tracked like classes and jobs. To remove an activity, drag it back off of the schedule. Goals. Goals are short-term and long-term objectives to guide you through university life. Have you noticed that some of your actions are being tracked as tasks manually? Have you noticed some of your actions are being tracked in the tasks menu? Each one of them has a corresponding trait that reflects progress. Settling in. Want to make your room a bit cozier? Go into crippling debt. Just walk up to your room and select Decorate from the furniture store. Buy it, place it, love it. Once purchased, furniture stays yours, even if you toss it later. Shipped straight from the nearest IDEA warehouse with free delivery. Any furniture and decorations you unlock elsewhere will show up here. Talk to Ariana. Hey, I haven't seen you around here before. New here? Yep. Sort of. I transferred in for my 3rd year. Cool. What do you think about Pen Brews so far? A bit overwhelming, honestly, but we'll see. I feel ya. If you want to talk to someone, then give me a call. Here's my number. Oh, thanks. I've got a studio session now. See you later. He's like, hey, new guy. You don't know my history yet. Alright, so... Was that flirting? I don't know. I'm oblivious to flirting. Dude. What is your name, Elio? You don't live here anymore. Leave. Creeping on my room and then stalking outside. So that's the question. Oh yeah, no, there's definitely once or twice where, you know, I was talking to someone and then one guy's like, you know that person's hitting on you, right? It's like, what? No. Why will you not let me eat? Why must I suffer so? Okay, so I'm allowed to eat out of the vending machine. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Oat bar. So that's 2322 minus 2. So Rocker Cola. So it looks like the oat bar is going to give me kind of the best rounded for the price.
Shubadino fui, Kando Ruzambi.
Glimba no trazi fandu tibahu.
Look, man, we went the whole day without eating. I'm just going to eat a whole lot of oat bars. Someone could apply a warhammer to that face style of flirting with me, and you wouldn't notice. So I've got black coffee, white coffee, and espresso. Ah, so espresso gives you a crap ton of energy, but no thirst. So black coffee is your all around. That one gives you more joy, but I don't need it. I also noticed one thing here. Our time is advancing now per normal. Now I don't have any of the prompts up. Okay, and I still need thirst, so sparkling water. Why is everyone crowding you at the vending machine? I don't know, man. This one person is just not giving me my space. White coffee is supposed to be like a cafe au lait? I have no idea. I am incredibly ignorant when it comes to... I don't get why I would ever take a chocolate bar over an oat bar. It's literally... Oh, I can buy these in multiples. I want something that gives me more hunger. Alright. Chocolate tastes better? Yeah, stats-wise it was just not as good as the other options. Okay, that'll be fine. Recommended iced coffee. Okay. So what is that stat? Nausea. Ugh. Oh, it's because I drank too much coffee back to back and just started slamming coffee and junk food and all that. Pick up diary page. You found one diary page. So let's go look at our calendar. The other calendar. So we have academics, casual jobs, and others. So casual jobs. I'm too late for the night cleaning. There is another shift of night cleaning coming up I could work on. Academics-wise, there's nothing this late. Others, there's nothing. So I could work on the night cleaning shift. And the night cleaning shift starts at what time? The thing we're nauseous because I just binged out of... Oh, a shower. Just binged out of the machine because the tutorialization was not letting me eat actual food other than like the one time throughout the entire day. Okay, so that'll get my hygiene just to max.
Lofi no waga, fandokini ju.
Okay, let me out. It's weird that they do the fade in, fade out to then just do that. I feel like they just need an animation of a change, like to hide it changing the model over. Versus the fade. Do like the Sims things where they like kind of twist really fast and it fuzzes out so you can't see, and they just are in their other clothes on the end of the animation. You know, or some equivalent to that. Okay, so for you, I need to find my way to the night shift. I don't know where it is. Got the navigation turned on. I'm not seeing it. There an icon for jobs? Those are the main buildings. Lead a protest? Okay. You know, flyers, photocopying assistant. Teaching assistant. Food truck chef. Nursing aide. Food truck, coffee, cafeteria, hangout flyers. Food truck. Ingredients, food truck. Night shift technician, library helper. Look, man. All right, so we're gonna blow taking that job. We got our casual jobs here. And I would need to be starting that job. Unfortunate reality is I can't figure out where it is. Oh wait, there we go. Let's see if we're too late or not. Jobs, night cleaning. Okay. So that'll take a little bit of energy and joy and it'll give me $100-some, and I'll get a little bit better at cleaning. Yeah, so this doesn't seem like the kind of game where, like, you know, in Sims you apply for a job. It doesn't seem like that kind of game. You just kind of go, hey, I got like an hour or two or whatever. Let me run up here and do some work. Go ahead and eat an oat bar while we're here. so class is scheduled till 9. They don't actually need to sleep very long at all. So I'm gonna sleep till 7.
Who musha drempa nu? Mishka do wibbershoe.
Is the Wi-Fi down again? Don't. By the way, you're calling BS the dorm room size? Oh yeah, no, there'd be like 4 beds crammed in a room that size. That is some bougie rich people dorm room going on right there. Okay. Oh, shower. Yeah, so the click boxes on this are a little weird because like the left side that doesn't work, I have to go to the right. So some of the action points are a little off that need to be cleaned up. So that's what I'm noticing is if I click on the left side of this, it doesn't work, but the right side does. Because you have class at 9. I need to do my hygiene. Oh, that's why your rent included tuition is so much? Yeah, we didn't get like just like a dormitory style thing. We didn't get a studio apartment. We got, you know, a 3-4 bedroom equivalent to ourselves. Yeah, why is that not available? Oh, you know what? Let's check the calendar. Others. So academics. You had other activities. I was trying to see if there's a way to like find breakfast and drag it on there or not. Yeah, so you got 1 hour until then. So you can play games for joy and all that. The only thing we're missing is food. And we're already nauseous from vending machining it up for a while. Try going to the cafeteria. Or the cafe, because the cafeteria and the cafe are apparently 2 different buildings.
Tumbo Fuishanda and Glimmakini Lou.
The place is packed with people, but there's no staff here. So it doesn't open till noon. Everyone's just chilling. Okay, and I can't do that because I don't have the ability of stretching. The laundry mat's not open. Oh yeah, let's go check our skills. Those aren't our skills. Okay, we got one point in work hard. We got 170 in body. So we can now work out and bench press. We have unlocked. And then mine, I need more points, and creative, I need more points. Okay, college coffee shop doesn't open till noon. I know, right? Okay, if I choose practice crafts, what is it going to show me? As long as practice crafts doesn't take too long, we could then run to class afterwards. The music variety in this game is wild. Oh, there's a market over here? And then there's fraternities. What? Why to do crafts do I have to run to the fraternity?
Lubi tanka nu fasa biloma.
I literally don't see something to interact with.
Gagagiba Shiba Rubanu.
Okay, we'll worry about that later. Can I interact with any of you? Again, early access. So we might be running into areas that aren't implemented yet. Okay, so let's see if we can't figure out our class. So, track our way to our English lecture. So we're not late for class. This is definitely an interesting concept of the game. You wonder what kind type of lecture it is? Yep, English. So basically, we're third year student, and we're taking an English class, a gym class, and a swimming class. Oh, like subject matter? We apparently also have Stonehenge. And I found 1 out of 10 Polaroids. It is an entire class about proper kerning. The teacher has very strong feelings about this. Wonder if running around consumes energy? I don't think so. I haven't noticed. No, our energy's still full. Are you winning? I have no idea. Kerning is important? Yes. Bad kerning is really awful. Granted, an entire semester on kerning. Unless, like, your major was somehow very specifically related to that. Okay, we found a diary page. So we're still nauseous. So, gotcha. So we gotta practice painting. It'll take too long. It'll get into our class schedule.
Shubadino tribi. Fui nu ru.
Okay. Oh, I'm betting to do the crafts I had to have enough creativity. So I couldn't even check the thing because I lacked the skills to utilize it.
Tumbo kiniru fasa lushaka.
I was kind of hoping I could read a book or something. Because we're like 40 minutes early for class. Oh, and I did get the skill to gain inspiration from statues by staring at them. I'm assuming the statues and all that in the lecture hall, like in the classrooms, don't qualify. I gotta go study statue. Y and U. Okay, so we could study that for half an hour. To pass the time. And it took a little bit of energy and gave us a little bit of joy and a tiny bit of stats. Now I feel less guilty about waiting because then I'm only wasting a couple of minutes versus a huge length of time. Wait, is this not my classroom? I'm so confused. Where do I actually... Because this is where it tells me to go. It should be in that 15-minute window where it lets me. So to interact with the teachers now, I need the teacher's pet. Yeah, and it does immediately unclick that. So dealing with a couple early access pains kind of here that it mentions I'm supposed to be able to start my class 15 minutes early, but I don't seem to actually be able to do that. And with time actually advancing now on its own, I did like when the time didn't advance on its own, so you could kind of choose, like, I'm going to work on this, it eats up one block of an hour, that's my resource cost. Versus, you know, needing to sit here and time manage this, which is fine. I don't have a problem with this. It's pretty standard. Everyone's waiting for you to sit down. The game won't let me. At least not that I see. Yeah, so I can see the interaction things here are the light, her, and that back there. Because I do have a button that highlights anything I can interact with. And apparently the phone, where we can call our mother. Okay, full focus English. Do it. Mom, the teacher won't listen to me. Yep. Alright, so we're done with that class. So let's go here. Digital Media Lecture is my next one. And I have that class very soon. Let's go running across campus at maximum speed. Go here. We're gonna go ahead and slam ourselves. 2 oat bars. Oh, good. The nausea prompt has lost its text. Okay, so digital media class starts at 10. You can just wait until the next day. Just stand here. Oh, I see. Hey Ray, I'm still not sure about the whole frat thing. It's time to get your ducks in a row, my friend. Have you decided which frat you're gonna join? Do I have to choose? They all seem great. You're gonna have to choose sooner or later, even if your choice is simply not to join. Which is absolutely okay if that's your thing. You're gonna need to see, Deidre Don't worry, she doesn't bite. Not sure if her teeth are hers anyways. That's reassuring. Okay. So we're gonna full focus on this one. We are going to try to overachieve and ruin ourselves. Okay. Yup. Alright, so check our schedule for the next one. We have the art lecture. So let's run over towards our art lecture. When is our art lecture at? 11. Okay, so I got a couple minutes. I gotta hit the vending machine, man. It's been a couple minutes since I've had oats and coffee in my life. Give me the sweet coffee. Okay, let's get to class. Is there an Oatsaholic Anonymous or Oatsaholic Anonymous meeting? There needs to be. Our character is slamming these oat bars at a very aggressive rate. See, this lady's concerned for us. She's like, is no one going to intervene? We're just going to let him do this to himself? As we patiently wait the 2 in-game minutes till work, or till class. Come on. Full focus. Yep. So we are studying at maximum ability and just oat barsing our way through the day. Someone should do an oatervention. Yep. Alright, so our energy level is in the dumpster. Check our calendar for the next thing I need to worry about. So I don't have anything till swimming exercise at 1. So what we're gonna probably want to do is make our way to the cafeteria. Oh, sorry. It needs to hold my mouse in the window. It needs to lock my mouse into the window. Alright, so let's go run back to our dormitory. Hi, wifey. When you went to school,
Yeah.
did you go and like focus maximum in each and every class and then slam down oat bars from the vending machine in between every class to just struggle through with energy?
No.
I'm pretty sure we've eaten about 12 oat bars today to make it through.
That's cool. I mean, that's certainly a strategy. That's a choice. No, that wasn't my strategy. Although I did wear PJ pants to class, so.
Okay, so can I choose to sleep just a couple of hours? Okay.
What if I took this?
You can take one of those, that's fine.
He's mine now.
So we don't want to sleep until tomorrow. We have class in a couple of hours. I don't remember. What time is our class? Our class is at 2. So we need to take ourselves a nap until about 2. I think that'll leave me enough time to run to class. That's only 4 energy. Gross. It's almost like maximizing our study really, really hard is not sustainable. Can I move? Okay. So run over here. Give me the coffee.
Wano Tippy new flu.
We're just gonna slam three cups of coffee. Yeah, no, the UI definitely could use a little cleanup. The different interaction elements. That I agree. Oats and coffee. Not only that, it's the fact that we ran up and just slammed down in a hurry three whole cups of coffee. Was like, I gotta get to class. Got like the giant handle coffee mug and just slammed the whole thing down on the way into class. Well fed. You're about to puke. No more food. Buzzing. Somehow feel bad and you somehow feel bad and you can't sleep. Maybe it's time to lay off the coffee. Well rested. Bursting with energy. We're generally happy. Don't get between me and swim class. Okay, so what I'm gonna need to do is, so we want to advance the time. Well, actually, we can go here. While time's advancing and check things out. Who you gonna call? We want to work on, so we got a bunch of just gaining skills and all that. And then we got our tree. So mind we got up to 125. So we can now make ourselves mildly interested in science. Creativity, where would I want to put? So we can make it so we can read novels. Pouring words on paper? I have no idea about that. That's so I can write jokes and speeches. Developing an acceptable taste, so we can learn to listen to music. Happy little tree here and there, so we can learn crafts and to be a food truck chef. Become an indie artist, a movie extra, a Zumba instructor, a ghostwriter, or a different movie extra. Shouting without sound. Go become a Zumba instructor. Your tan looks great. Like, in-game? Oh, it's probably just lighting stuff going on. That guy doesn't know how to swim in concrete. I know, right? Okay. Full focus swimming. Let's do this. Oh, this time we have a mini game. I'm having to do a translation in my head because I'm not actually using QWERTY keyboard. So these buttons don't actually correspond with what I'm pushing. I just know them from doing the same thing and have to do it in Coral Island. Good result. Can I be free? Okay. Nope. I used Dvorak. Level up. Congratulations. We've got over 9,000. Level up. Athletic. Cool. Or some junk. Okay, so I gotta check my calendar for the day. Art history. There's a duck. I found one of the plush mascots. So let's work our way over to art history. We're being good little students and making sure we get to each and every class. But yeah, no, I've used Dvorak for, man, 12 plus years. And it wasn't some, like, whatever, it's to try and reduce repetitive stress injury kind of thing. Prevent carpal tunnel. But a lot of games work like this. Like, this game weirdly does really well on some accessibility stuff and then kind of lacks in some others. But it's early access, that's not surprising. Because, like, I didn't have to change my key scheme or anything. I'm using Dvorak, and it's just working fine. But it is some of the prompts that are wrong, which is not an unusual problem to have. Yeah, some of the pathing is not quite what it needs to be. Alright. So what we can do here is before... What time was our class? 4. Got 5 minutes. I need to hit the vending machine. I will have an oat bar, sir. I will have 2 oat bars. 3 oat bars even. Oh yeah, no, so, Infinix says it'd be nice if there was some universal support, that Switch would actually kind of be safe. So that's the thing. Games are developed correctly, and under the hood I think this one is. Instead of saying the W key makes you move forward, it is the key in position 2 makes you move forward, which happens to be W in QWERTY, or my equivalent. And then all you have to do is on the other end, when you go to, like, saying, push this button to do that, you just basically go, okay, button that is in position 2, what are you, kind of thing. And, you know, that would then tell you W or whatever is appropriate. Oh, I've got to do the puzzle. These mini games are a little bit weird. This one's easy because the puzzle pieces only fit in one spot. Versus the slide puzzle was actually like, alright, come on, man. 180% experience bonus. Gaining all that mind and everything. So we managed to max out every single one of our courses today. So what we're going to need to do from here is my character needs a shower. Let's go take care of that. And we're a little low on energy. And we're getting close to the point where we're going to start getting thirsty. It's going to take me a while to learn this campus. Alright. Yeah, I think one of the bits of feedback I'd give them is give us the ability to have the camera follow the character a little bit more. Because we have to use the right-click drag to do everything, which is fine. But because the mouse isn't locked on screen, it kind of exacerbates that whole problem. Can I uninvert the mouse? No. Yeah, well, they must have forgotten at least their QT string designations. Those would be easy to grab, but you presume someone hard code the letters. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is I think it's an actual graphic they put for letters, not a typeface. So they actually have a picture of a W, like on a key, that they're bringing that circle in on. And I think they just need to swap it out. Okay, so we're doing all right there. So we're gonna go ahead and have ourselves a full-on solid espresso. Apparently, chat, drinking an espresso destroys your joy in the world. I don't make the rules here.
Monotippy new flu.
And we can drink 2 waters. Only if it's vending machine espresso, which tastes like burnt butt. Yep. That is fair. It is vending machine espresso. Alright, so we're supposed to talk to Mitchell and a bunch of these others. So let's go do that real fast. Yeah, and all they need to do is take that graphic and just change it to grab the letter. Honestly, doing that would be better in the first place, because then they'd only need 1 graphic for the button shrinking in, and then just swap the letter with whatever. Talk about fraternities. Hi, I want to sign in with a fraternity.
Luna Phoeba Sheba.
'Tis the season, so what will it be? I'm still thinking, to be honest.
Mippy do one.
Is there anything you'd like to know more about? Tell me about Win. Win is for those who have their eye on the prize. If you're interested in tutoring or debate, that's the place to be. They do demand that you finish a formal test first. Is there anything you'd like to know more about? Fun. Fun is for people who like a rich social life and entertainment. You can join a party committee or participate in a game night. Good choice if you're looking for an easygoing, fun-loving crowd. No tests, no pressure, just good times. Is there anything else you'd like to know more about? Tell me about Pop. Pop is for those who like to live in the spotlight. If you want to participate in media events, like interviews or practice public speaking, they do have an entry test. You'll need to speak with Elias about it. Is there anything else you'd like to know about? Let's see, socializing, yeah. Honestly, for an early access game, it looks pretty good if you like these kinds of games. Yeah, that's a thing. There definitely seems to be an relatively decent, but there's also some thing. Let's see, where was it? Drink more to override joy with chaos. You thought it was serious. They also said it was under a game named Millennials, and then had 100% of the game. Oh yeah, no, I think that's all joking. For those who didn't catch it, when I installed the game, the key was like Millennials for beta testing. I think that was a working title before they changed it to Campus Life, which is fine. Tell me more about Win. So Win is the ones that they want to be, like, Win is overachiever, partiers, or like the in crowd. I think I know everything I need. Alright, let's get you sorted out then. I want to join Win. Return to me once you've spoken with its leader. Optional, choose a fraternity. It's interesting that it's showing that, and it's directing me to someplace else. What? Why do you have a question mark above your head? It's fine. I'm following the diamond or whatever to where I told it to go. I'm assuming that's one of the other fraternities. I also noticed that lady who's running, she just ran to the building and turned around and ran back. Clearly she's going, I need to get to class. No, wait, I forgot my book. There's no time. And just having that indecision loop. I hear you, lady. I've been there. All right. I honestly could see playing this game when it's not early access. Okay, let's try looking at the map. So, according to the map, public speech, co-host gaming night, backstage aid, oops of the team. There's a question mark somewhere. Maybe they're up or down a floor? Well, I do see there's a question mark in this building here somewhere. Try going upstairs in that direction. Is marking a question mark there?
Shubadino Trippy. We knew Rue.
I have no idea. You had to guess each building serves a different club. I think you're correct. It's got a question mark on this side of the area. I did see there was a question. Oh, wait, what are you? Talk about joining the fraternity. That is not the voice I was expecting from Summer here. Hey, Gladys messaged me that you want to join our fraternity. I sure do, Summer. What's the catch? The catch? If you're expecting a test, you really don't do that in fun. I mean, where's the fun in that, right? We do have a little ritual that each student must complete in our ranks. I need you to collect 3 very, very important boxes and bring them to me. Isn't that just the test then? No one is gonna judge you how you handle it. Just don't take too long. So, who do I talk to? Speak to Monty, our janitor. He usually hangs at the admin entrance, then with Josh, the bartender at the dock. Finally, Andy, our master of photocopiers. So that's fun.
Dabo Kini Neru Tumbo Nuloma.
I'm actually trying to join Win.
Shubadino Trippy. We knew Rue.
And let's see. So that's navigating stuff. There's that. That's exams. That's the schedule. Those are people to talk to. That's our skill tree. And that's how we're doing on our stats.
Drobano. Shufalawibara.
So you want to join Win. That's great. But we don't just let anyone in. You need to prove your worth first. What do I need to do?
Shimbolo Wamba Famba Fo.
You'll take a test. It's a mix of logical reasoning and general knowledge questions. Nothing too crazy, but we need to know you've got brains for it. Can you give me more details on the test?
Shufalawibara.
If you're serious about achieving something with your life, you'll figure it out. Trust me. If you have the right mindset, you'll do just fine. Can it take the test at a time? Once a day before the semester ends. Just come find me when you're ready. Sure, let's see what this entails. Reach level 2 comprehension. Okay. Alright, so then it always becomes the question of how much time do I focus on making money, because I have to make 900 a week. And considering we're spending about $50 on oat bars a day, not counting our coffee addiction and everything else. Alright. I was just impressed that they were dancing in a suit. Just sitting in a gazebo, dancing it out in their suit. Where do I have to go to read a book? Okay. Read an encyclopedia. Sure. That'll take a little bit of energy, give me a little bit of joy, and give me a lot of mind and insight. Okay, let's go look at our skills again. Let's see, comprehension. I wish it gave me, like, I could click on that, it would tell me what gives me comprehension. Self-study, mathematics, digital media, study algebra. What jobs can we still work today? Let's check that. So schedule, casual jobs. We are getting to the night shift of cleaning. And the night shift of cleaning starts at what time? 9. So you're over there. Let's go stare at a statue for a minute. Well, I saw a statue and now I don't see it, so I guess we won't worry about that. I don't really need joy. I don't really need the food. I don't need the copying machines. I don't need whoever you are. There's the statue. Study the statue. And I'm going to need to take that down to your minimum value. You're going to study the statue for 30 minutes. And now I can get to work. So you wonder, is joining fraternity sororities the thing many people in college do in the US? Or if you want lodging for frat sorority house, or not at all anymore. Here, those organizations are essentially avoided because, at all costs, 90% of the people since our 19th century often still have mindset. I wouldn't say they're avoided that much. There are people who go into them, but yeah, generally speaking, a lot of times, the fraternities are seen a lot as like the party scene, which is a little unfair to them. So it's marking that I go here. But then I don't see... Oh, there you are. I had to wait till like the exact time. Jobs. Night cleaning. Alright. Get to work. But yeah, so... Right, exactly as War Machine's talking about. There's certain colleges that are really good for the networking side of things. For people looking for the party scene, there's a lot of stuff there. But they vary wildly college campus to college campus. Approach Owen. I'm just saying, that's the quickest way to burn out. Not if you're determined and focused, it's a matter of training your mind. These two are having an interesting dispute. Should I eavesdrop? Maybe just a word or two.
Shimbolo wamba famba fo.
I talk about, let's see, I take it you've never heard of the work-life balance concept then. Oh, hey, sorry, I didn't notice you there. That's a slacker excuse. I'll have you know, You get what I'm saying, right? The only way to properly study is to actually study. I think everyone concede a varied approach that doesn't let you crash and burn is much better. We need proper study. Do you think you could help solve this? Some scientific inquiry into both methods. I'm sure mine will prevail. Me first. In the spirit of scientific query, Owen's method will burn you out before you start. We'll see. Okay. I mean, so what was being stated, the one is being like, hey, you gotta balance out your study and other things, which I genuinely agree with that stance. And everyone's like, but you gotta actually study. And I'm kind of going, I don't think the other stand precludes actually studying. Like, both of them you actually study, one of them is you go ham and just study hard. And the other one's being like, yeah, you know, put in a couple of hours of study, but also make sure you have a chance to recharge. Ask about his method. Hey there, about the scientific inquiry time. Thanks for doing that. It might seem petty, but for once, maybe this'll reach Owen. He's a fan of the scientific method. Now, look at the statue. What do you think of it? Stone, classically inspired. It may be neoclassicism. I'm not certain who it represents. It may be more of a monument to a Greek system than anyone specific. Did I get that right? I'm not much of an art person, but it's interesting, with all the stone and detail and such. I bet it's wet, being in a fountain and all. That's probably not the answer you're looking for, though. Sure, we'll go with the big brain describing it. There are no wrong answers here. Take a closer look. Grab a notebook. Write down whatever comes to your mind when you look at it. Again, no wrong answers, just impressions. Alright, here goes nothing. Hey, Ravi. Did you have a chance to look closer at the statue? Not yet. Get back to me when you've had your chance. This is a terrible idea because we're going to get super sleepy. Alright. Talk about the statue. Hey, Ravi. Do you have a chance to take a closer look at the statue? Yep, I filled a few good pages on it. It went easier than I thought. Excellent. Anything interesting? No colors. It's common in imitations of classical sculptures, even though the originals were painted with vivid colors and simply faded with time into white stone we see now. It's very detailed and folds of fabric look real even up close, though they are of course stone. I appreciate sculptors have this kind of craft. I might have exaggerated my conclusions. It's pretty. So if I'm supposedly actually studying it, I wouldn't catch this, I'd catch that. Because this is running on prior knowledges external to that statue. So we're going to go with the one we would have actually gotten, which is basically like, hey, you know, the details are ridiculous. That's so cool. I never really noticed that. It's really good to try new things and gain a new perspective on what you might see every day. I can give you a lot of insight. But there's even more to it. Keep your attention at a healthy level in your next class. Try an average focus. See where it takes you. Okay, but meanwhile, before I do that, we desperately need to go to bed. So let's go back to bed before we pass out, because it's 2 in the morning. We're being absolute degenerates, as you do during college. It's just a binger of caffeine, all-nighters, making it to lectures, maybe or maybe not actually paying attention during those lectures, and entirely too much homework. With the occasional screaming escape of some type of social interaction and or after activity. 2 a.m., make coffee, eat pasta, pass out for an hour. Yup. Depending on your situation, you're either making like instant noodles or like spaghetti or something like that. Where's my dorm? I want to go to bed. Okay, just go straight to sleep. Hygiene's for the morning. Okay, in the morning, we have mathematics exercises at 10. Let's go... Alright, so we're gonna do the minimum of sleep to hit 12 energy. Because going for the full bar will make me miss class. Okay, now our stats are absolutely horrific. Love to see it. Why? Why can I not eat breakfast in my own dorm? You let me eat breakfast here before. Why did you take this from me?
Lofi no waga, fando kinizu.
Okay, so I need to take a shower.
Norozu fasa, bano tiba tribi.
Steal the burger, that's what a true roommate would do. You're more wrong. You're more right than wrong. Okay, apparently we're utterly disgusting right now. Gonna be another day of oats.
Dabo kini ne rutambo nu loma. Woohoo, way Brenda Shamadoo.
Alright, so let's go take a look. So, oat bars. So we're at 4 hunger. They're just gonna slam our 6 morning oat bars. And now get our sparkling water. So we're gonna go ahead and slam our 3 full bottles of water. You enjoy a nice granola bar, but that's hilarious. Oh yeah, I mean... So I think it's just early access pains. I'm struggling to figure out how to get food from other things. Low-key, one of the dares is to basically survive exclusively on vending machine food. I think that's going to happen whether intended or otherwise. Okay, so our class is at 10, and they want us to do average focus. You want me to eat a meal. Where are you taking me? Let's see if this actually works. Yeah, I see you saying eat a meal, but it's not actually an option. Alright. So, we can read an encyclopedia. We'll just slam out an hour of that. That'll give me a bunch of insight. Taking this thing off. Hume's necklace, so it's not really the right size for me. Okay. We apparently need another shower for some reason, so let's go ahead and get that done. Encyclopedias make us sweaty. We just really get into the later parts of Botanica, and it's just, whew. Really, really intense one there. Okay, so our stats are all looking really good. We're in good shape. So we will need to tick that box off. Next up, I'm going to need to get my schedule out. I got mathematics class. Let's go ahead and get to math class. For a third-year student, we are spending a lot of time on would be first and second-year courses. I'm also curious with this game, am I on a time limit that when you hit the end of like the 2 years later or whatever, that you would graduate or whatever? Or do you just keep going on forever and just keeps pretending the semesters keep going? Or they give you an excuse like you become a forever student, which is you just keep getting like more and more degrees and all that, which there is some value in that. Having people who are experts into a number of different disciplines, when you have complicated questions that requires cross-discipline experience, you have that person who is knowledgeable on both disciplines or all three disciplines. They end up being very niche. That's the whole thing there. There's a different classroom.
Giba Shiba Rubanu.
Okay. So for math starts at 10. So let's advance the timer till 10. Okay, you want me to do average focus in class. So basically take really good care of myself in an average focus. Okay, so that's going to be 6 off of that. So that means 10, which means we divide that by 2, so R is 5. Okay, so we got 16 here. We take 4 off of that. That leaves me at 12, so that means Y is 3 because 12 divided by 4. So that's 6, so that's 3. I'm having actual math things done. We're learning basic algebra. We're supposed to meet with Ravi next to the next building. I've got a little bit of time till art lecture, so let's hit those buttons, all that. Alright, so I do think that's a good breakpoint, because that took out OBS and everything. That crashed the encoder. But I do think we got ourselves a nice little, you know, sample. If we have a first connection and all that, that means stream went fully down. And unfortunately, it looks like I got the thing here. Let me see if I can't fix that. Yes, I want to hide that window view. Let's go ahead and get some music playing while I get this all sorted out and we switch categories, all that. I'm going to end the YouTube side of the stream, because I'm going to be switching games here in a minute anyways, so I'll be back in a minute. But I want to hear on Twitch, don't go anywhere. We're going to get sorted out. But yeah, no, I enjoyed that. Like, for the record,